Coming from the streets of Waldorf, MD. It's the squad Q, Mayo, Drewski, and Kenny B. We got a brand new show, guaranteed to snap. It's a little thing here we like to call Uncapped. It's all about the sports, the X's and O's. Some fans enter question, keep us on our toes. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show. You about to pop it off, you ready? Let's go.
Yo, and we're back.
It's been too long. You know what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, because our producer is a little beach week.
Throwing him under the bus.
It took his equipment.
To do what?
I'm like, sir, can we at least get the equipment? We can do it
took
today.
everything.
He's like, no, I'm taking it with me.
Man took the whole house with him
Then
to make some beef with tape.
he didn't even do anything when he was down there. I was like, bro, what you? He was like, yeah, clean up. No, he didn't do a single thing.
All this man did was get skinnier.
All he did got skinnier and caught foreign dust on his equipment. Anyway, I feel like we brought the show in with hello, America. It's your boy Q and your boy
True.
We are back with episode 2.
Cleveland.
And we'll see you next week. Thanks for coming. Goodbye.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
What did I tell you? The first episode, Cavs in 6 or 7. Okay?
I don't believe
We were down 2-0 when I said this because I have faith in my team. It's not false hope. It's faith. We were down 2-0.
And game 8 on Sunday.
Adam Silver makes an announcement.
Game 8.
We're going to have game 8
Oh my.
at Oracle.
3-1 deficit.
Oh my God. You don't understand how jubilated I was. Oh my goodness. When we won our first game at Cleveland, we won by 30. That was when I knew that we can win this series because I knew game 4 that we were even though we didn't win game 4, I thought that we was going to take it, but we got the better end of that deal because Draymond Green.
3-1!
There's so much to talk about with the whole.
Bruh, it's been a long time.
It really has. Oh my goodness.
All right, before we get into everything that's happened in these past, what? It's been a week and a half? 2? Has it been 2 weeks?
I'll say 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks.
Let's say 2 weeks. We apologize. It's Kennard's fault, but we apologize.
Yeah, all right.
But before we get into this, my thoughts and prayers, and I know Andrew's thoughts and prayers as well, go out to the families of
Orlando.
those who lost their loved ones in the Orlando massacre. Also, thoughts and prayers go out to the family of the child that was, got his life taken by the crocodile.
Yeah,
It's just a lot of sad events that have been going on. Thoughts and prayers out to the people of West Virginia.
what happened in West Virginia?
You didn't hear?
No.
20 plus died today from the flash flood in West Virginia.
West Virginia had floods.
It happened. So
Oh,
my
they
thoughts
got
and prayers go out to the family
Dang.
of those who lost their homes.
Well, that's unfortunate. It seems like every time we're on a podcast, there's tragedy.
Maybe we should just stop.
We might have to just retire just for the sake of the world,
because there's a lot of tragedy going on.
make the world a better place. That's terrible though. Going on with Orlando, West Virginia,
Everything. The
and
child.
that was also in Orlando, Disney World.
Yep.
Dang. Oh, crocodile.
But the show must go on. The NBA Finals. 7-game series.
Cleveland.
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
The Cleveland Swagaliers got it. LeBron James led all major categories for both teams: points, rebounds, assists, blocks, turnovers. But that doesn't matter because we got the W. LeBron James is the MVP of the finals, as he should be. Kyrie Irving was amazing. He took it to Steph. He was the best point guard in the series. And I think he's the better point guard. I would take him over Steph. I'm on the record. I would take him over Steph Curry.
Oh well. I'm speechless. I went out on a limb and said that.
What'd you say?
It's gonna be over here. It's too much to handle with that goes. It's Bogus' fault.
Bogut.
But we'll be back after this commercial break.
You're sitting on the couch, you're watching TV, and your life is passing you by. You keep procrastinating over and over. Well, maybe I'll go to school next year, maybe next semester. No, do it right now. They'll work with you after work, or you can go before work. You can do whatever you need to do to graduate. Go talk to somebody right now. They out to help you. You spend all day on the phone anyhow. Why don't you make a phone call that's going to help you in your future? All you got to do is pick up the phone and make the call. Why are you making it complicated? It's easy.
So, game 2, that's where we left off. You said that the Cavs were going to get one game, and we got about 4. Explain your prediction, why you was wrong. You was dead wrong, and so on and so forth.
Hello, my name's Quentin Mayo, and I'm a Warriorholic. I was amazed. It's just Golden State. I just felt like, personally, coming off of that big win against Oklahoma City, coming back from a 3-1 deficit, they were on fire. They went into that series on fire. Then they went up.
Don't doubt the king.
They went up 2-1. Then the night after I predicted that, they ended up going up 3-1. So I was like, it's over. And one thing I also said was, they came through the Western Conference, which is way harder than the Eastern Conference. And I said, if you put the Cavs in a 3-1 deficit position, they would never be able to come back.
Oh, really?
That's the East.
Oh.
But they did it.
Dead wrong.
So I would like to deliver an apology to the...
You don't even have to apologize.
I'd like to apologize to Cleveland.
I don't.
LeBron.
I don't want you to apologize.
Drew. I'm sorry.
I don't even accept your apology.
You don't have to accept it. But I will say one thing. Kyrie Irving, enjoy your ring. LeBron James, enjoy your ring. Kevin Love, give me a ring.
We have 14 rebounds.
Give me a ring.
14. I stopped Steph Curry on the last play.
Give me a ring. 0 points.
Man,
give me a ring.
For real though, major props to Kevin Love because I think that he's the type of player after like all the adversity settling in, after him hearing everybody talk about, oh, Kevin Love, they need to trade him after the... All right, because I'm on the record. I said that on the first episode. I said that if the Cavs lose, we need to trade Kevin Love. But he proved...
You don't think you should? You think that 114 rebound game is enough to keep him there for another year?
Yes, they're not trading him. They're not...
It's
not just that one game that like saved this whole...
I'm not saying that because if you recall, when you said that if he keeps playing as miserable as he's been playing, that y'all should trade him. I went on a limb and said that they're still a young group, and that they need some more years to develop, all three of them, Kyrie, LeBron, and Kevin Love being the big three. I did say that they should keep him, but I don't feel like the reason to keep him was just because he had that, I guess, big game, quote unquote. It was 14 rebounds. Like, yeah, thanks for doing your job, Kevin. How many points did you have?
No.
And they still didn't get what they needed to get out of Kevin Love. Because if Kevin Love would have got the same 14 rebounds that he got that game, if Kyrie didn't go off for what he did, and it was LeBron and Kevin Love 14 and whoever else was the supporting cast, y'all still wouldn't have won the game. Cleveland would have won the game. So I can't say that Game 7 just because he got that 14 rebounds is the reason he should be back. I believe that the reason he should be back is because of the possibility of growth. They still have time to grow with each other. So that would be my reason. But just looking at the finals, I don't care what he did Game 7. That still is not enough to convince me he should be there. That shouldn't be the reason he's still there. But I believe they should stay together. And
I do
develop.
too. I do too. Kevin Love, he deserves a lot of respect from me because he's taking the Chris Bosh role in where he was the man in his city before coming to play with LeBron.
Don't disrespect
and he's the
Chris
one
Bosh.
and he's the one that had to adjust. Chris Bosh had to adjust.
Yeah, and Chris Bosh adjusted. What
No.
did Kevin Love do?
Chris Bosh did adjust. Kevin Love's adjusting. He's been adjusting all year. He's adjusted like 2 times all year. He's not playing the same way that he did in Minnesota.
Chris Bosh still performed. Chris Bosh gave them more than what he gave them more
Chris
in this
Bosh-
finals than Kevin Love did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
First of all, he didn't even
I don't
play a
think
game.
you remember. I don't think you remember.
I remember how it wasn't a great performance, but it was more than
I don't
what
think you
Kevin Love
remember.
gave.
There was a time where Chris Bosh literally had 0 points.
Yeah,
So
did Kevin.
okay, so that's my point.
Nah, he gave more.
No, Kevin Love. I'm not saying. I mean, we can be ticky tacky with the numbers, but Kevin Love and Chris Bosh both when they were in the finals. I mean, then again, Chris Bosh was in 4 finals, so it depends what finals you're talking about. But throughout his play in the NBA finals, he has not played to what he's done in the regular season with the Miami Heat. So what's Kevin Love? Kevin Love is usually, I would say, probably a 16-10 player. And he wasn't doing that much in the finals, but the playoffs he was playing good. But what I'm saying is, Chris Bosh and Kevin Love,
that's his job to play good
had
against
to
Toronto
adjust.
Raptors.
They both had to adjust. And I think Kevin Love also had to take the high role in doing that because LeBron's not adjusting.
What other role
Kyrie Irving's
could
not
he
adjusting.
take?
I know, so but that's the point.
When LeBron called him out, there's no other road you can take. LeBron said flat out, Kevin Love needs to play better. What could Kevin Love say? He only has one option. Shut your mouth and go out there and do better than you did the game before.
And that's what he did. So what's the point?
What you mean, what's the point?
So I'm saying, what is your point?
At the end of the day, I never said he needed to leave. I'm just saying that his performance in these finals is not the reason to keep him around. That's not the reason to keep him around. It wasn't a glimmer of hope. It wasn't no. You're almost 7 feet. Yeah, you're supposed to get those 14 rebounds. Congratulations. But that's not why he should be there. They need to evaluate their team as a whole this offseason. And I believe they will keep Kevin Love. I don't think they need to trade him because it's a growing and a learning experience. But just looking at his performance in Kevin Love, he took the high road. No, he had a terrible finals. And if anything, he should be traded, but I don't think he will. And I think that they should give him some time to develop with LeBron at the head. That's it.
Didn't you just say he shouldn't be traded?
I said what he did is tradable. His performance is tradable, but I don't believe that looking at this should be the determining factor of his future in Cleveland. Simple.
I don't even know, because you're kind of everywhere with it.
That's how you got to be, baby. You got to cover all the bases.
You're really confusing me right now.
Okay. Breaking it down completely. Last podcast, you said that Kevin Love should be traded. If his performance was...
If we lose.
You said if his performance was still
I said if we lose.
We can cue it up right now, Drew.
We can.
All right, we'll cue it up.
If we lose.
We'll cue it up in this podcast, and we'll replay it, and we'll see what you said.
We don't have to do that.
But we will.
We don't have to do that.
Because our producer is back, so he's going to do it. But...
we don't have to do that.
What you said was that if his performance continues to be as bad as it has been, that he should be traded. And I said, no, give him some time. So I had his back. But his performance was still terrible. That's simple.
Given him not being for a game, so he only had... And, all right, in game
So missing that game was really going to be the determining factor in his performance?
Huh?
Missing one game is a determining factor why he was playing so bad.
I'm saying him missing one game, that means he only had, 2 or 3 games to play after we talked about that in the podcast. He only had 2 games.
But he was still playing bad when we talked about him.
He wasn't playing...
The whole series was bad.
He wasn't... All right, numbers-wise, he wasn't playing good. But
Okay, so
I'm
it's
saying...
bad.
But hold on. But in terms of aggression, in terms of him wanting that...
So in terms
it
of that
was totally
one game,
different.
he played with
It was
passion.
totally different than him playing in the first 2 games. The first 2 games, it seemed like that he was shook. It seemed like that he didn't want to play. But in the last 2 games.
No, it seemed like
he
that
was
the whole
way more
finals
aggressive.
besides Game 7
He was
when he
way more
had
aggressive.
no option.
No, in the last
You could play a terrible...
in game 6, he was aggressive. That's why he had foul trouble.
You could play a terrible first 5 to 6 games. When it's Game 7, what do you expect? I don't care. I could have 0 points the whole series. It's Game 7. I'm going to go all out. That's what he's supposed to do. You have no game. It's no Game 8, no Game 9. So it's not excuse for him to go hard. It's what you're supposed to do. It's Game 7. Yeah, he went hard for rebounds. Yeah, he has the height advantage on the team that plays small ball. Congratulations.
Who's making an excuse?
I'm just saying, you said he in terms of aggression, yeah, well, you have one game left. That is the last game. Congratulations for getting 14 rebounds over a team that has no 5. If Festus Ezeli is a 5.
But he's not a 5.
He's basically the tallest person on the court. I will call him a 5.
He's not the tallest person on the court.
When he's getting boards over Draymond Green, when Ezeli
Him
and
and
Varejao
Draymond Green-
aren't in the game, if you remember, they played small ball for the first quarter. Ezeli and Varejao didn't get that much burn in the first quarter. He was getting those boards then. It was most apparent when he got them rebounds in the first quarter. I mean, he still got rebounds throughout the game, but that's what you're supposed to do. Kevin Love is known for his rebounding, and that's what he did. He got 14 rebounds on a smaller team.
I think that you need to give
sorry.
credit to where credit is due.
I gave him credit.
No, you didn't.
He got rebounds
You did-
where he was supposed to do.
You didn't give him
That's
credit.
what he's supposed to
That's
do.
not credit. That's like a backhanded comment.
Okay,
That's like a backhanded
in any
compliment.
event, you're the one that said he needed to be traded.
If we lose.
No,
I did say that. I did say
you
that.
said if his performance was bad
If we
throughout the
lose.
playoffs, he should be traded.
I
His
said-
performance was bad, therefore, in your eyes, he should be traded.
No. I said if we lose.
You
I
gotta-
didn't say if
you
we
gotta-
win
you
and
gotta
his
listen.
performance is bad.
I didn't say you said that.
Yes, you did.
I said nothing about winning. I said that if his performance was the same as he had been playing when we made the first podcast, that he should be traded. And I said, no, Andrew, give them some time.
well,
And now today, it's, he should be complimented for his efforts and his aggression.
yes.
14
Well,
rebounds
we're
in
just
one
gonna have
game.
to look back in the podcast. But the bottom line is we the champs. And they're not.
Hmm.
No excuses. No excuses. So,
Not my team. I'm a Wizards fan
sure.
for life.
Sure you are. So,
Okay.
next is what we're going to talk about. LeBron James.
Cool.
You know who. LeBron James.
I wore a LeBron James jersey today, FYI.
You have a LeBron James jersey?
Yep, I wore it today.
Which LeBron James jersey?
The Heat, of course. There's no way I can walk out with a
Oh, yeah, you do
Cavaliers
have a
jersey
Heat
in my
jersey.
bag.
Yeah, that junk look too small.
It's an extra, extra large.
That
Don't
junk
try
look
to
too
do
small.
that. Like
You extra large.
I'm an XL. You call me a goofy, especially.
But LeBron James, man,
What about him?
where after these finals, where do you rank him all time?
Would I rank LeBron James? Probably the same place he's already been.
Which is
You want a list?
what's your rank? Top 5. Only 5.
Ooh, Jesus. I like to do top threes.
Why
Because there's
3?
only 2 people that I call the greatest of all time. FYI, I hate Kobe. Personal preference. Michael Jordan is the best player of all time. There will never be another Michael. Not even close. Might be spitting images of him. Kobe. Never another Michael Jordan. Number 1, Michael Jordan. Number 2, Kobe.
Wait a minute.
And number 3.
That don't even
through
make sense
5
what you
is-
just said.
Number 3 through 5 is debatable. It's like
So who is it?
LeBron. I think you have to put my boy. It's tough. Actually, no, because Kobe's not even the greatest Laker of all time. I put Magic over Kobe. So I guess that would move Kobe down the list. So in no specific order except for Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan number 1, then LeBron, Kobe, Magic, Russell.
So that's top 4.
That was top 5.
Bronco. Yeah, that's 5. Bill Russell. Why Bill Russell?
He's a dog.
Bill Russell I mean, Bill, but it's just
Give
so
me a
weird.
ring.
It's just so weird how you said.
Look at my ring.
All right. My top five.
I don't think he really moved. It's only 3 rings.
So?
Yeah, he came back from down 3-1. But Michael never went down 3-1. Kobe never went down.
So
3-1.
what does that mean? He still won regardless.
I mean, he won, but it's still. I don't feel like it propelled him above anybody. It's pretty much the same place.
Winning a championship in Cleveland against a 73-9 team that was recognized. Hold on. A 73-9 team that was recognized as the greatest team of all time. We come back down 3-1 and won 2 games at
Who's
Oracle. We as in Cleveland.
So the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
just say the Cleveland Cavaliers.
So LeBron James, first of all, that's his like greatest accomplishment ever. And
So is he better than Kobe?
yes, he's been better. He was better even if he lose.
Is he better than Jordan?
No. Nobody's better than Jordan.
All right, then we are on the same page.
No, but that's not
it.
my list. Kobe's top 5, but he's not top 3. My top 5 is Michael Jordan, LeBron's at 2, Magic's at 3. I'll say Kobe's at 4, and no. Kareem's at 4, and Kobe's at 5. Yeah, that's my top 5. And I say Kareem because of yeah, but I don't care.
Hey, bro, that's 11 rings.
I don't
He
care.
doesn't even have enough fingers.
It's not just about rings.
Shoot.
If you want to do that, then you could put him at 1. Like,
Nah, well, he's clearly not better than Michael Jordan. But shout out to his rings, though.
if he was in this league, he'd be DeAndre Jordan. They play the exact same. He didn't have offense.
I'm not going to indulge in this argument with you. If
Because
you
you
want to
know it's
call
true.
him the current
Because you
version
know
of
it's
DeAndre
true.
Jordan, then there you
If
go.
DeAndre Jordan was back then, he would be Bill Russell. It's vice versa.
Okay.
They play the exact same. There's nothing different that they play in their play style.
You're shouting at a rock right now.
So what am I saying that's wild?
I didn't say anything was wild. I just said you're
But
shouting
like,
at a rock.
why are you not being engaged into my
Do
statements?
I have to argue with you with every
Yes, that's
segment?
why we're doing this.
We can agree on some things,
No,
and I cannot.
I
comment
want
on
to
some
disagree.
things.
I want to argue.
You are
I
terrible.
want dispute, debate.
You're right, Andrew.
Okay,
How about that?
yeah, whatever.
You were right. That was wrong.
Stop.
Wrong.
And I say Kareem because of one, his impact on the game and what he's done since even college. I don't want to just say his college accomplishment, but he literally never lost a college game. Granted, the competition is different than now, but his dominance in his era just propels him above any player except for those 4 other individuals that I named. So that's why I put Kareem, if you were wondering. But yes, I do have LeBron as the second greatest player of all time. Yeah. Is that how's that list to you?
Okay.
It's solid.
I mean, so it's not really arguable. I mean, I told you my number 1 is the only solid thing on my list. Everything else is open to.
Can you see? All right.
I can see where you come from because
let me ask you this: can you see LeBron surpassing Jordan?
no.
Forget all the hype because we've never seen Jordan.
Yeah, we never seen him.
We've only seen the best stuff. We've only seen the highlights. What we're getting right now of the players right now is the best and the worst. We're getting the now. So we've never seen
I've seen
the worst of Jordan.
I'm not saying I've seen enough of the worst of Jordan to compare it to the worst that I see now in athletes like LeBron and KD and Steph and those that run our game currently. But I've seen quite a few Jordan. I've heard enough about Jordan. I can definitely say that Jordan is the solid number 1.
But will he stay number 1 when LeBron retires? Do you think LeBron
Because
can surpass him?
I don't know.
Is it the rings holding you back? Is it the aura holding you back? Is it the legacy?
It might be the rings and the when I say this, I don't want to take any credit away from LeBron, but the ever apparent domination of the game. See, when Jordan was playing, it was Jordan's league. And Jordan he was always the best, number one. Like, everybody knew Michael Jordan was that dude. I'm not saying LeBron.
Oh, and LeBron wasn't?
Okay, but what I'm saying is, like I said before I started this, you're getting offended, Mr.
I'm not
Mr.
getting
James.
offended. I'm not
Just
getting
calm down.
offended.
I said not
trying to
taking
see what
anything
you're talking
away
about.
from LeBron, because his dominance, his performance has been apparent in the league ever since he came in. But there was never a question with Jordan, and he got the rings. He got it done. There's times when you doubt LeBron. There's times where he disappears when he's needed. There's times when he doesn't show up in the clutch. Even though every legend has had their downfalls, which is apparent in what you said earlier. But there shouldn't be a time where I question who is the best player in the NBA, who is the best player in the league, who that guy is. And with LeBron, I do question it. And mind you, I personally was a huge everything LeBron fan for years.
What happened?
I'm still a LeBron fan. I would choose LeBron for years to come.
Then why'd you say was?
No, but I was more of a LeBron fan back in Miami.
I knew it.
Before he went to Cleveland. But I was still a big LeBron fan. I've been a LeBron fan. But as a Wizard, it's kind of hard for me to...
That's it. That's what found it. That's the reason. I was waiting for you. I cracked the code. I waited for the play to develop.
He whispered to Gilbert.
I waited for the play to develop.
Let that man take his free throw shot.
I sit back. I was like, I was really trying to wait for you to say it because I saw it the whole time.
As a Wizards fan, I cannot give my soul to LeBron. I can't give it to him.
And Cleveland will always be a rival to the Wizards fan, not to Cleveland. We don't care about y'all. We're not even thinking about y'all.
You whispered in my ear. That is a technical foul. Leave Gilbert alone.
We're thinking about Steph Curry. You're thinking about...
No, I can care less about the little last shit. He did us so dirty.
I knew it. It's the Cavs. It's not LeBron. It's the Cavs that's the problem. That's why you're rooting against LeBron, because it's the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they were beating the Washington Wizards back in the mid-2000s.
We might have found it. We might have found what was wrong.
That is what's wrong.
But I'm still gonna be in denial. Okay, whatever.
I know you. Oh my God.
Long story short, when he was in Miami, you know what I'm saying? I was a huge LeBron fan, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It might be the Cleveland thing. It
is the
might
Cleveland
be that
thing. He's the same LeBron. He's literally the same person. His game didn't change.
His game changed a little bit.
How? In what way?
Less athleticism. More. Now he has to. Well, that comes with age, but you have to lean more on the technique of the game opposed to just the physical ability. Even I'm not saying he doesn't have it, but he had it more when he was younger, and that's with any NBA player.
You see that block?
Yeah, I said he still has it, but I'm just saying he doesn't have it as much as he did when he was younger, and that's just the NBA. Just the same reason Vince Carter took off from the free throw line and airballed a layup is the same reason LeBron can't go out here and bang, bang, bang all the time every night like he used to do in Miami. But that's just age. He can still do it, but he can't do it as consistently. But it's not that much of a drop off, but still. All
right, let's go back. Let's forget about the Wizards hate, but let's go back to what you said.
But what I was saying was
because I heard something that you said about
I just question his dominance, because to be honest, like I said, I'm not from the era of Michael Jordan, so I can't say
that.
I can't say or deny if there was a moment where people were like, "Is Michael Jordan the best, or is somebody in the league better than him?" I can't say or deny that.
I'm sure there was. I'm almost 100% sure there was.
But I just feel that in comparison to that man, that myth, that legend, that dude that always got it done when it was needed, I can't see that LeBron can ever surpass Jordan. Surpass being the key word. He can come close. He might even possibly be on the same level if he wins a ring. If he wins one more ring, I could probably say that he is on Jordan's level.
What's the difference between 4 and 3?
Nah, it's just because the third ring was, it seemed like about time. Like, it seemed like it should have been there. Because what was his record before this win. What was it?
2-4.
2-4. It was like about time. Like that ring is kind of overdue. It's past due. I feel like that ring should have been.
Are you saying it for Cleveland or just LeBron's legacy?
Forgetting Cleveland's legacy. I'm talking about LeBron specifically. I feel like that ring was a little overdue. But things happen. Teams win, teams lose, teams perform. That's just the way the NBA goes. But I just feel like if he gets one more ring, then I could probably solidify him at the number 2 slot under Jordan, possibly being a 1A. But right now, I cannot say that he surpasses Michael Jordan in any way, shape, or form.
You know the thing I really hate, how I won't even call them Jordan stands, but the thing I don't really like about how Jordan legacy is compared to all the other greats is that like you can't surpass. I mean, I know that what Jordan did to the game that will never be repeated. That I'll give you, but I'm talking about just the X's and O's, talent to talent, who can be better. I think that it's kind of closed-minded to say that nobody would ever be better. Jordan. I mean, of course, Jordan's the greatest player of all time, but I mean, people forget how Jordan couldn't get past the Pistons for about 7 years. He didn't win. He didn't start becoming the dominant champion until later in his career. LeBron and Michael Jordan at 31 years old, they both have 3 rings. Okay. That's why I brought the question to you if he can ever surpass him, because actually when you think about it, he's on track and he's been more successful than Jordan at 31 compared to Jordan. He has 1 more MVP. He's been to the finals more.
So I'm guessing you would say that he would surpass Jordan when he retires.
I'm saying he's on pace. I'm not saying he will.
Just answer the question. Do you think he will surpass Jordan when he retires?
I don't know. I don't know the future.
I mean, because you asked me the question and I answered. So
and my answer is I think he's on pace. If he keeps up what he's doing right now, I think he has an opportunity to do it. I think that he's on pace. I don't know if he will or not. I don't know how many rings he can win in Cleveland, or if I don't even know if he's going to stay in Cleveland.
Let's just look at these stats really quick. Just a quick rundown. MVPs, LeBron has 4, Jordan has 5. Finals MVPs, Jordan 6, LeBron 3. First team NBAs, both have 10. All NBA teams, LeBron has 12, Michael Jordan has 11. Defensive teams, Michael has 9, LeBron has 5. DPOY, Defensive Player of the Year, Jordan 1, LeBron 0. Scoring leader, Michael Jordan 10.
Got 10, yeah. Jordan got 1. I mean, LeBron got 1.
Is 1. Steals leader, 3-0. Rookie of the Year, you can only get that once. They both have 1. Michael averaged 30 a game. LeBron 27.2. Rebounds per game, 6-7, favoring LeBron. Assists per game, 6-5. Actually, you could just say that's 7. 7-5, favoring LeBron. Steals per game, 2-1, favoring Jordan. Total points, 32,292. Total points to LeBron's 26,833. I think that's he could probably get that.
Because we also he's on pace because we got to take in fact that we're comparing LeBron in 13 years to Jordan when his career is over. So if he has those accomplishments, those numbers right there at 31, he could do it. Accomplishments wise,
he's definitely going to get Jordan's postseason points total.
Oh, yeah.
It's 59-87 to 55-72.
If LeBron plays at this level for a good probably 4, 5, maybe even 6 years, I think that he will be as the greatest, number-wise, he will be the greatest scorer of all time. He will pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the greatest scorer of all time because he's on pace to do it.
He could do that. I just think when the numbers are that close.
Already.
Yeah, I think when the numbers are that close, that's when you have to think, okay, his numbers are there, Jordan's numbers are there, but what's separating them from being best or the greatest of all time, and what's separating them from being the second best or the third best? And that's where I think a lot of people turn to the rings and people turn to the finals record and what did you do in the playoffs? And it's fair and unfair at the same time.
It's very unfair to LeBron, and I'm not trying to sound like the LeBron. I know I sound like LeBron stan, but what I'm saying.
We can argue that LeBron didn't work with as strong of a team.
He never had a good a team as Jordan.
We can argue that. We can say that all night long. But then again, you just have to say because if it was up to us, everybody in the league plays the what if game. Well, what if Scottie Pippen wasn't there? Well, what if LeBron had a team? Well, what if Charles Barkley did this? Or, well, what if this happened? You know, we can all play that game, but then you really can't. You have to look at what happened.
The reality.
What happened? What are the facts? What are in stone? And I'm sorry, like when Golden State won the finals last year, they said what Steph Curry said. I'm sorry our team was healthy. I'm sorry we did what we were supposed to do. I'm sorry for winning the games that we were supposed to win. Well, Jordan's probably saying, he probably doesn't care anyway, but he's probably saying, I'm sorry that we had Scotty. I'm sorry that we had a great coach. I'm sorry that we had a great owner, and I'm sorry that my team and I put the work in to get as many rings as we did. And you can't, at the end of the day, you can't argue with the rings he won because that's just how it happened. Yeah. So, yeah, LeBron may not get as many rings as Jordan, and people will say, well, he didn't have as many rings as Jordan. But you can't say, well, he didn't have a good enough team, or, well, he was by himself. That's just how it happened. That's how the tables have turned. That's how the cookies crumbled. So LeBron got his rings, or, may get a few more rings, and Jordan got his with the team he had. And that's why people would turn to the rings and favor Jordan over
It's easy
LeBron.
to do that. That's a cop-out. I'm not trying to... I hate making excuses.
I don't think it's a cop-out.
It is... No, hold on. It is a cop-out because Jordan's been retired for almost 20 years. LeBron is still in the league. Like I said, I hate repeating myself, but at 31, they both had 3 rings. It took Jordan 7 years to get out of Detroit. He been I don't remember, but I remember
it's the reverse LeBron.
I remember older people telling me that there was a point in time where people were thinking back in the 80s, because he was drafted in 85. There was a point in time people were thinking that will LeBron ever get past Detroit? Will LeBron? Not LeBron. Mike. Will Jordan ever get past Detroit? Will Jordan ever get a ring? Yeah, and it took him a break. So I'm not saying they had the same path, but I'm saying
it's like a reverse version of LeBron. It's like LeBron experienced early success in his career.
He went to the finals in 2007.
Yeah, he experienced that early success, whereas Jordan started off didn't experience.
It took him a while.
Yeah, it didn't experience that.
It took him a while.
That success. So it's kind of like the reverse. But that's
why I'm saying it's unfair to LeBron to compare. It's the same thing when people used to talk about Kobe and LeBron. It's unfair because Kobe is about 30-something years old, almost 40. He's retired now, and Jordan is retired, but LeBron is literally in the best shape of his life. He's a little bit past his prime, but he's in his prime. He's still playing. Exiting. He just got a ring now. So I'm saying I think that it's fair to talk about when LeBron's retired versus Jordan retired.
You know what's scary?
But it's inevitable.
One thing that scared me was to think about how LeBron is as old as he is, and it's still scary.
Nigga got gray in his beard.
Bruh, that dunk from the side of the backboard.
Oh my God. That was NBA Jams.
When it went down,
how many times has he dunked on Klay Thompson?
It frightened me. It frightened me that...
And it was in the first quarter.
This big behemoth of a man can still throw the ball down like that.
Once I saw that, I was like, yeah, we might take this one. Because
that was scary.
It was in the first quarter, so he had to set that tone. And he dunked. So he went so high up for it. And then what I really...
Did you think when he was going up that it wasn't going in? Like he wasn't going to do it? Because while I was watching, I'm like, that's a bad pass. And he still went up for it and got it. So I was like, are you serious? That really shocked me. I couldn't believe he still had it in play.
The dunk, or should I say dunk attempt, that really caught my eye.
Is that Draymond?
Oh my God. If he would have dunked on Draymond Green.
That ain't Curry.
Bruh.
That's Draymond.
Bruh. You know how crazy that would have been?
But the thing is, when he took the first dribble, I was like,
Curry hit that three.
Yeah. When he took the first dribble, I was like, he's going to dunk on Draymond. I knew it. Because he went up like, okay, whoops, in the game, I'm going to jump as high as I can and see what happens.
But
he was up there.
Major props to Draymond because he's one of the best dunk blockers. He's dunked
Especially at his
he's blocked
size.
so many dunks. Right. It's so weird. He's like...
He probably averaged... I will go on record and say, this is not looking at the stats, he probably averaged...
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
You know, I'm probably going to go to the stats because I don't want to get this wrong.
But Draymond Green, it's weird because he is too big for a guard, but he's just as quick as a small forward.
Yeah.
But he's too small for a big man, but he still is like banging with the big boys and still defending. So it's weird how he just blocks every dunk LeBron. Like
I was right. I was not right, but I was close to it.
what were you gonna say?
Just going off of the fact that Serge Ibaka got traded to the Magic for Victor Oladipo yesterday.
We're gonna talk about that later on.
Yeah, but I was just saying that a known shot blocker in Serge Ibaka averaged 1.8 blocks a game. And how tall is Serge Ibaka?
About I want to say 6'10".
Just give him 7.
No, he's not. He's not 7 foot.
He's about 6'10".
He's 6'10".
Draymond averaged
6'7".
1.6 blocks a game.
He's an amazing. He's probably the best defender in the league besides Kawhi Leonard.
That's ridiculous.
Best defender
Because,
in the league.
well, this goes on about the downfall of Serge Ibaka, but he is the shot blocker and he has that height advantage over Draymond, and Draymond's still basically doing the same thing he is in defensive.
Amazing defender. And the best soccer player in the league.
I don't get it.
Oh, yes, you do.
No,
He was the reason why they lost this series.
That
He
ain't-
was the turning point. He gave us life. Him kicking LeBron. I mean, sorry, not kicking. Him nut tapping LeBron, cup checking him. Cause I mean, all right, talking about that actual little play. What happened when Draymond Green had a little scuffle with LeBron?
Yeah.
I don't think that actual little situation he should have got suspended for, but I think that he got well, not I think that. I think it's kind of obvious. He got suspended because of the past issues with
Yeah. I understood what the NBA did there
Steven
because I had this
Adams.
conversation the other day with a few people. If you really go back and look at the incident or the scuffle with LeBron, it wasn't as serious. It wasn't serious enough for a suspension.
yeah.
But he got off in OKC with Adams. He's gotten off a lot of times with a lot of issues. So it was like the NBA gave him that chance, and he took it one step too far. You got to be smart as a player, and he didn't. He let his tempers flare. He let a small issue turn into a bigger one, and he basically cost his team a game.
I respect him for taking responsibility too and not making any excuses, not accusing the refs, not accusing the NBA.
Yeah, he
for,
took it on the chin because, I mean, he knew he was wrong, and that's the best thing you could have done.
Yeah.
That's how you're supposed to handle it. So shout out to you, but next year you got to stay away from the cojones.
I think that that's just a part of his game. That's just like, I think it's just natural to him. Like, I don't think he's doing it maliciously, but it's not right. He can't do it, but I don't think he's trying to do it.
Yeah, it's just like the flopping these days is just so over the top, and it just so happened that Draymond's have been aimed at.
He's flopping so much it's to a fault.
Yeah, it's just going at his, everybody's good areas. All right, so I have a question.
What? What you want?
Figuratively speaking, of course. Fantasy draft time.
Fantasy draft?
You can pick any starting 5 from any era.
Oh, Lord.
What is your all-time starting 5? And action.
Man, you just put me on the spot.
You want me to give you a category like point guard, or you just want to go?
I mean, I know the positions.
Who's your point guard?
My point guard is Magic.
Who's your shooting guard?
My shooting. All right. Come on, man. This basically with our top 5 pick. My shooting guard. Man, we should have did one of those pictures on Twitter where they give you like $15. Magic is like $5 and like Kobe is like $3.
You should have done that.
Yeah,
that would have been clever.
We can do it. It's fine. Magic is my point guard. I want not Jordan because I'm not a thought. Give me Ray Allen. No.
Woo.
Give me Dwayne Wade as my shooting guard. LeBron as my small forward. Tim Duncan as my power forward. And give me I'll take Hakeem as my center. because I want some teamwork. Jordan and LeBron, I don't think that will work because of how ball dominant they are. I think that Magic and LeBron, that would be kind of weird. So I might actually take Magic off, and I might put actually yes. I'm gonna take Magic off my point guard, and I'm gonna put Isaiah Thomas as my point guard because LeBron is Magic, so we don't need two people that can't shoot at all. So I'm looking more not just the best player in that position. I'm looking of who has the best chance of winning, but winning what is the question.
All right.
What about you?
To be completely honest, this might be a thought pick, and I might get ripped for it.
That was why I switched.
But it might not be. It's a bold pick, seeing as though he just came off of one of the worst performances of his life. So, starting five, Steph can score so well, but my issue with him, he can score, he can finish, he can pass, he can create his own shot, he has good IQ. But that, for me, that felt like regular season Steph and some playoff Steph, but final Steph, this recent finals, it didn't show up. Like, I can't have a point guard that can't show up when needed. Because he will go down as one of the top players of all time. So, well, you didn't pick Magic. So I'll put Magic as my point guard. You know, he can't shoot. He can shoot on 2K, though. 2K14. I'll choose Magic.
That one-handed jump shot.
I'll choose Magic, Michael, LeBron. Magic, Michael, LeBron.
That wouldn't work.
Bill Russell.
Okay. A lot. That might actually be too much leadership. Where
It's
Eagles,
so much leadership.
It's too much leadership where Eagles might collide, and that will actually be bad. Leaders need followers.
For real. Everybody's
Leaders
leading.
need some followers. So I think that was actually why I picked Dwayne Wade, because Dwayne Wade would take the back seat easily.
All right,
and Tim Duncan would take the back seat. So that was why I picked them too.
Give me Magic.
Give me some mature followers.
How about give me Magic, Ray Allen, Scottie Pippen, Kevin Garnett, and Hakeem Olajuwon.
Losing the finals. That's what it sounds like an L.
That's a nice squad.
Scottie Pippen?
Scottie was a dog.
Scottie? As your
Steph, Ray, Scottie, KG, and Hakeem.
Wait. You said Steph?
No, Magic.
Magic, Ray Allen, Scottie, KG, and Hakeem.
Shout out to Kennard.
They're good, but
I don't know. I mean, it's just something to throw in there to clear the air.
ew,
It was fun. Anything's possible.
that's disgusting.
I like it. You gotta be different. Dare to be different. You gotta be a trailblazer.
Show me a highlight where Scottie Pippen makes a jump shot.
Hey, bro, it's not about jumping all the time, all right? What's
Scottie
wrong with you,
Pippen
young
cannot
bloods?
shoot.
That's what's wrong with you, young bloods. Drive the lane. I need toughness.
But can he shoot threes? Can he pull up from 30 though?
See, that's what's wrong
can't
with
pull
the
up from
young
30 though.
generation, though. Fleek thee.
He can't pull up from 30.
All right. Well, that was a pretty good way to wrap up what has been a spectacular finals, but a very subpar NBA playoffs. Agreed?
Yeah.
One of the worst playoffs I've seen since I've been on this earth.
The NBA playoffs, including the finals, only had 2 series, and that was the last 2 series.
Yeah.
Even though
That was bad.
even though there was 2 Game 7s with Toronto, it was still bad.
It was bad.
Because
It's forced.
it was against It was against the Paul George. I mean, Paul George is great, but the Pacers, there was a 7 seed, so it wasn't. It just felt weird.
Barf.
on,
That was
Waka.
a bad playoffs.
It just felt weird. I think that they'll get better next year because of all the moves going on.
But
Free agency.
quick question though:
What?
should the NBA look into?
No. I know what you're about to say. No.
Should the NBA look into the best
No.
records opposed to the best of the conferences? I don't. I agree with you. I don't think they should do that, but it is a possibility.
That's too much change.
Be
That-
all Western Conference teams and Cleveland.
That's why. That's why. There's not gonna be enough balance. I mean, it might be exciting. Shut up. Voices in my head, bro.
Gilbert, if you're listening, come back.
It might be exciting. Well, it probably will be exciting because the playoffs, but I can't. That change is too drastic for the league to do like that. That's like monumental. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. All right.
I don't even know why you asked that.
NBA draft that popped off last night. Any surprises?
No.
Thank you. All right, next topic.
All right.
Cool.
I want to talk about the first 2 picks.
Yeah, okay, that's good because I was gonna go there.
Benji.
What do I think about him?
All about the Benjamins. Benny S. Benny C.
I don't like
Go.
the comparisons to LeBron. I don't like him.
He's more like Magic.
Yeah, I don't like him. I mean, I like him as a player. I don't like the comparisons to LeBron.
Why
I don't know.
not?
I mean,
I don't think
my
that.
problems with Ben Simmons. Jump shot. That's everybody's number one issue.
I said the same thing about Scottie Pippen, but I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong. It's Scotty.
I said the same thing about Scottie.
He has rings. Give me your ring.
He has a ring because I don't even get into that.
Yeah. He rides to the finals and
Pause.
he wins rings.
Pause. Anyways,
But he can't shoot. And I said that, you can't really base his whole future off of the fact that he can't make jump shots. But that's the thing that can come with time. You can get better at shooting at the NBA level. And he might be more of an NBA player than a college player. But
he's ready.
man,
ready.
I don't even their team was terrible. LSU was trash. It seemed like he couldn't even carry LSU
To the tournament.
to the tournament.
He couldn't. You're right.
But
we don't care.
And the way the league is going, you do need a jump shot, FYI.
No.
I think you do.
You don't need one.
What is
It'll be great to have them, but there are a whole bunch of players that don't got jump shots that are good. That are still like
your top 5, can they shoot? Thank you.
my top. You
Thank
said
you.
it too quick.
Your top 5 right now in the NBA, can they shoot?
Top 5 players in the NBA right now.
Yep, can they shoot? Thank you.
But
all
that
right,
doesn't
Ben
mean that-
Simmons.
But it's always been like that. Except
Has
for
it?
like except if you throw in like a center.
Shaq couldn't shoot. Top 5. Top 5.
But
D-Wade couldn't shoot,
D-Wade still can't shoot.
but he was top 5.
Okay?
Checkmate.
But it's not but in this league right now in 2016, it's not a requirement.
No, but what I'm saying is the way the league is going, it's one thing that's gonna become extinct is players that cannot put the ball in the hoop.
He can score.
He can score, but that is a flaw. You can't keep driving. That's not always going to get it done. Even though LeBron is known for his inside, the way he can go through the lane and score and put the ball in the hoop, he still not every once in a while, he still vaguely has a jump shot. He has those nights. Ben Simmons needs to be able to score. And you can't compare his ability to get to the cup to LeBron because Ben Simmons will never have the body type LeBron did. Never. LeBron is overpowering. Ben Simmons playing against college kids. Welcome to the NBA, young buck. I don't think he can still.
That was so ugly.
He can still get. He can still get buckets. He can still finish, but he is nowhere near as prominent as LeBron was able to do because LeBron physically overmatched defenders. Ben Simmons won't be able to do that. So it's no room. It's the way the NBA is going. It's no room for players that cannot score. It's going to start getting to the point like Golden State. Even their 5 can score. It's a group effort. Their team has to be able to score. And the way the NBA is going,
I think
you
that
have to
their
score.
revolution is starting to end. Golden State.
Can you starting to end? You got 6'10" players out here shooting threes now.
They were a fad. It's been like that for a while actually. Golden State didn't start that. They don't even have 16 players.
But they're definitely. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying now players are bred I'm saying bred like they're racehorses or something.
Right.
These players are taller and they can shoot. They can play multiple positions on the court.
Yeah.
They can handle the ball. Ingram,
He's gonna need to develop
prime
a jump
example. How tall is Ingram? 6'10"?
shot. 6'9".
6'9"?
He's gonna need to develop a jump.
And where is he going to
Well, not
play?
need.
In LA?
LA.
That's crazy.
Why is it crazy?
Well, I'm just saying, his height, his ball handling, because usually back in the day or earlier in our generation, those guys that have the height could not shoot because they came up. You're tall, get your butt down in the post, work the post, and it's been an evolution. Now you got 6'10" players, you got 6'9" players that can bring the ball up the court. Giannis can bring the ball up the court. He can shoot the ball. It's gonna be more of that league. That's where the league is going. Especially even if Golden State's fad, quote unquote, is ending. It's very prominent now that 1 through 5 scoring kind of offense is what can get you rings. It doesn't matter if it's on the decline. Their run is on the decline. It's currently in our NBA, and that's what people are looking at.
Yes, the game is changing. I
Yeah.
know that. But I think regardless, Ben Simmons is going to be a star. If he develops a jump shot or not, he's just a gifted scorer. I think that he'll be fine. But he does need to improve on his jump shot. I'm not saying he doesn't.
And his
I'm
character.
not saying
And his character.
what's wrong with his character.
It's been questions about his character all throughout, like he's been at LSU for 4 years. It's been questions about his character. But then you can say, well, he's only 19.
He'll be fine.
Probably
He'll be
all
fine.
had character issues.
He'll be fine.
I don't know. I just don't want to see him.
He'll be fine.
I just don't want to see him turn into another
He's not gonna be a bust.
Swaggy P.
He's not what? Swaggy P was not a number one pick.
Nah, Swaggy P could just score. He could score, and
Why are you comparing him to Swaggy P?
because Swaggy P is a scorer that had attitude problems.
But he never had that much hype as Ben Simmons.
I'm not talking about hype. I'm just talking about ability to score. Swaggy P can create his own shot. He's known for creating his own shot and scoring. He had attitude problems. When you're a bust, when you have the possibility to be a bust, you get compared to people that are bust.
Swaggy P's not a bust.
Nick Young.
Swaggy P's not a bust. He was never even drafted that high enough to be called a bust.
Would you want Nick Young on your team?
But he's not a bust.
He is a bust.
How is he a bust?
He could be a bust and not be drafted top 5.
No, you never heard. No, there's no such
When
thing
was
as
Swaggy P drafted?
I don't know. Look it up. But you can't be a bust in, I'm going to just say he's drafted like 10th. You can't be a bust and you're drafted 10th. You're not expected to be like the greatest if you're. That's
He
not
went
being a
round
bust.
1 to the Wizards. The Washington
He got
Wizards.
drafted by the Wizards?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
I didn't know he got drafted by the Wizards.
Yeah, he was here first. Him and my boy Haywood and all
what
that.
number? What number?
16.
You're not a bust and you're drafted 16th.
Hey, bro.
That's literally in the middle of the pack. He's not a bust.
Went round 1. Somebody saw something in him.
He actually did better than people expect. If he's drafted at 16, he did better than people expected. So he's not a bust. What are you talking about?
Swaggy P. Maybe because I just don't like him.
That's see you in these emotional statements
Look,
you're
my
making.
emotions are very low key, so they don't come
So
out to the end of
biased.
the conversation.
Ah.
Maybe I just don't like him. I don't like how he dated Iggy. What the heck? He's disgusting.
Who that?
Hey, AC Law got drafted before Swaggy P.
AC Law, bruh.
Do you even know who that is?
No,
He's a
it sounds
point guard
it sounds like a
From
generator
Texas
from 2K.
A&M. He went to the Atlanta Hawks. Julian Wright went before him too.
All right, I think we got way off topic.
This is what happens
Talking
on
about
the
some
show. We
Swaggy
just
P.
start talking about
But
stuff and it gets
I think
out
that
of
Ben Simmons, he's more like a Magic where he creates for others, and that he's also a great scorer in college, and
He's like a Grant Hill.
He's gonna be fine. I don't
He's
want
like a Grant
to.
Hill.
I don't want to say Grant Hill because Grant Hill got hurt. So, but I think that he'll be fine. He's gonna be good in Philly. I didn't say Philly's gonna be good, but he's gonna be good in Philly. I don't know how good he's gonna be, but he'll be good.
I
Just
think
like Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram is a
I
great
think
talent.
he's going to be more successful than Ben Simmons.
I don't know.
I think he will. I think he'll be more successful than Ben
Brandon
Simmons.
Ingram's gonna be amazing though.
Because he already has that aspect of his game. He doesn't have to work on his shot. That's something he already has. And he has the height, he has the defense, and he can bang down low if you want him to. Now, what he needs to do, go lay up under a bench and push some weight. What is he, $190?
He doesn't need it. Oh wait, or yes, he does need to get in the weight room. But if he's not in the weight room like that, that's not gonna hinder him that much from being successful. I.e. Kevin Durant, i.e. Kevin Garnett, i.e. Anthony Davis. Yes, they got in the weight and they
above 90 cannot function in the NBA.
I didn't say he shouldn't be in the weight room.
Just saying.
Yes, he does need to be in the weight room.
240.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
He does. Yeah, he needs to be in the weight room.
Okay.
Yeah, he needs to get bigger.
Because you said it like it won't hinder his success. I think if he doesn't get his weight up, that's going to hinder his success.
He needs to get bigger. But I'm saying I just want people to not think that he should be built like buff because
He got to get built. He just got to eat. He got to get some weight on him.
Yeah. That'll come because people say the same thing about Anthony Davis, and look at him now. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. LA's gonna treat him good.
LA's gonna be interesting this year.
No, they're not.
I think so, especially with the moves.
It depends on free agency.
It depends on what they do.
If they do nothing free agency, then we're gonna see the same LA last year.
You think so?
Yes.
What do you think about them trying to trade my boy Russell? Do you think it's a pro or a con?
I think that it has to do more on off the court than on the court, which I don't
because
really
you can't
like.
really turn to his play and say that he shouldn't be there. Also,
which I don't. Which
he just got drafted last year, mind you.
I do understand that his trustworthiness in the team is questioned, but I think that was a rookie mistake. I think he's learned from that. We've seen the Foot Locker commercial with him throwing the phone out the window, so I think that he's taking some humor into it. I think he's accepted it. He's man up. So I don't know. I think that would be a bad decision if they trade him.
Yeah.
Just solely off that. If they don't, whatever. They shouldn't trade D'Angelo.
Coming from a Wizards fan,
he's too young.
Personally, I know about trading away young players and watching them go to other teams. And,
like who?
A young man by the name Wallace. The first name.
And y'all did have Richard Hamilton too.
Yeah.
Y'all did have Rip.
We had some young boys that left. Well, not left.
Y'all could have been the Pistons.
Bro, yes.
All right.
This is why I'm so angry all the time.
Gilbert Arenas, Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace. Look at my rings.
Look at my rings. Bro, oh my gosh. We traded away Ben.
He was with y'all when Jordan was with y'all too.
Yeah.
Rip.
Leadership passed down from generation to generation.
But where were we?
Free agency. We just talked about that. Russell being traded was a bad idea, but now
he's not. He's not traded.
Well, yeah, he wasn't. He hasn't been traded, but there are rumors that he may be traded.
All right, let's talk about D Rose.
I like it.
I like it too. D Rose. I think that of course, just assuming that he's gonna be healthy. Yeah, we in the ghetto. Don't worry about that. Just assume that he's gonna be healthy. I think that, of course, that will make the Knicks better than what they were before. They never the Knicks. When you really think about it, the Knicks haven't had a point guard in the last decade.
Literally,
think about a Knick point guard.
When I think of the Knicks point guards, the first name that comes to my mind is Raymond Felton,
Walt Frazier, Stephon Marbury.
But to say we're on the completely opposite spectrum. I'm
going way back.
I think of Jeremy Lin.
Oh, they did have Lin. They did have Lin.
Lin Sanity.
Never mind. Forget what I oversaid. Forget what I said. Lin Sanity, the greatest Knick guard of all time.
He's the best one-hit wonder of all time. This man dropped one track and then got paid. He's just like designer. He's the designer of the NBA.
Timmy, turn. What you fuck burning? Everybody walking. Running out of the fire, that's smoking easy. When the bottom just on the BT, wildin'. Get everybody walking. Burning the fire. Double XL freestyle. Designer.
Sir. But anyway, I like the D Rose trade. But one thing, I like the D Rose trade, like I said, but one thing I keep an eye out for is when you see Derrick Rose go to a team like the Knicks with Carmelo Anthony and Porzingis, now, as a free agent, do you look at the Knicks as a team that you would like to play for?
What type of player am I? Like, am I like a superstar? Am I a role player? What?
Okay. You're not a role player. We don't talk about role players.
Am I Kevin Durant?
You are You're Kevin Durant. You're Dwight Howard. You're Al Horford. You're Joakim Noah. You are
Different players.
who are you? You're the top. You're probably like the top.
I'm a big free agent.
Top 3 in your position in free agency. Whatever team you go to, possibly can change whether they are a playoff contender or not.
I would not believe for them.
You wouldn't want to go to.
If I was Kevin Durant, I wouldn't play for him.
You wouldn't want to go play for Phil Jackson.
No.
Don't care about the legacy of Carmelo and MSG.
Phil Jackson's not the coach.
I know, but I'm just saying, playing under him, like if you go to the Pacers, you're playing under Larry Bird. You wouldn't want to go.
If I was Kevin Durant, I would not go.
You don't even. Do
I
you
think
give him a
that-
second look?
I'll look at him. I'll
Derrick
look at
Rose, Carmelo, Porzingis.
it. This ain't 2K. This ain't the Olympics.
You don't think KD,
This
D
ain't the
Rose?
Olympics.
That would. I don't know.
No.
What if you're Dwight Howard?
Maybe. Probably.
I could agree.
But Kevin is different with KD because
Of course.
the situations he's leaving, the situations he's coming into. We got to think. What was the last besides this little move with D Rose? What was the last decision Phil Jackson made that was good as a president of the Knicks?
And that's even if this move is good, because you never know the outcome. Because Derrick Rose could get injured.
Phil
game
Jackson
1.
is a terrible president for the Knicks. One terrible.
Terrible. What has he done? He drafted Porzingis. Yep. There you go. Thank you. I'll take that. Zooted.
What else?
He zooted, baby.
What else?
Nah, man, he just getting started.
He's done nothing. He's a terrible Knick president.
He kept
One.
Carmelo in the Garden. He brought Porzingis back.
2, he's a terrible president.
I mean,
He don't even
Porzingis.
like New York for real. He wants to go to LA. Really,
The triangle offense.
it's outdated. Put your diamonds up. The triangle
Talk
offense.
to me, yo. It's your boy in the
was relevant
building.
in the 90s.
Yo,
Now it's not no
Hova.
more.
Homie, I told you the
All
game's.
right.
Like I said.
The triangle offense. That's not gonna work.
Okay. All we know is he kept Carmelo there and he drafted Porzingis, but nobody thought he would be anything. And Porzingis right now is looking like he could be the future of the
I
Knicks.
honestly think that he got lucky. I really honestly think that. But
Look, no, Jackson knows talent, Drew. He knows it when he sees it. This is
he don't know what to do with it.
This is the same guy that let Kobe Bryant check himself in and out of games. This is that guy. This is him.
But
This is the mediator.
I think if I was Kevin Durant, I wouldn't go to I would not go to New York if I was Kevin Durant. Unless I'm an AD.
I seriously doubt they land Kevin Durant. But I do believe they may.
That's just something you like entertain on Bleacher Report. Like that's not even something you just like really like.
They could get
imagine that.
They'll
really.
get another piece.
That's not-
They'll probably get.
They will. Not Kevin.
I like
Joakim.
Joakim. I really like Joakim to Golden State. But
They said
I could see Joakim on the Knicks. But also, I don't think Joakim wants to go to a team where he can't compete for a title immediately.
it
He's
depends.
31. He just came off of an injury-prone season. He only averaged 9-9 last year. He's not getting any younger. So if I'm Joakim, I'm thinking, look, if Golden State wants me, I'm on my first flight.
It depends on the dream Phil Jackson is selling to him.
It
But
is
I
true.
think that
Then what do you think about
I've
Dirk?
heard Dirk
Because they had that Dirk to Golden State rumor that came out a few days ago as well.
Dirk playing. I don't think the Warriors need Dirk. They don't need Dirk. They need an inside presence. And I saw earlier today that the Warriors are targeting.
Yamaha round the 1100.
Man, moving them. But I think that no, I saw that the Warriors were trying to target Hassan Whiteside.
Wow.
So
That would be nice.
and he's a free agent. So if Hassan Whiteside plays for the Warriors,
Is he an undrafted free agent? No.
unrestricted?
Unrestricted free agent or restricted?
I don't know.
I would look that up. Because I definitely believe that Miami's willing to match anything.
They are not trying to let go of him because they know the potential he has.
He's all they have left. Because I don't think D-Wade's going to be there next year.
What?
I don't think he's going to be there next year. I think
Where do you think he's gonna be at?
they want the D down in the cleat. Hey, they want the D down in the cleat. Hey, they want the D down in the cleat. Hey, they want the D. Get it, Kenny. Hey, get it, Kenny. Hey, they want the D down the
What?
cleat. You seen the video? What LeBron say to D Wade? Hey, bro. Hey, man, if the season don't
fake.
turn out hard,
That's not what he said.
man. You know,
First of all,
we're gonna link up at the end of the season. All right, bet I got you.
First of all,
That's what he said.
First of all,
That's what I told him.
the Miami Heat is not gonna let that happen. Second of all,
Miami Heat not gonna let what happen? D Wade leave or Whiteside leave?
both. That's not gonna happen. That's unrealistic.
Yeah, I think D Wade loves it in Miami.
That's
to be completely
that's
honest.
not gonna happen.
But he does love LeBron as well.
D Wade's gonna retire a heater. D Wade's gonna retire a radiation heater, a microwave. So,
That was a good one, G.
I'm
You
not-
usually don't tell good jokes.
Oh.
It will be right back after segment.
but yeah, he's not going anywhere. I think that Golden State is gonna land a center this free agency, which I'm scared of next year, and they're not gonna have Harrison Barnes anymore because of his weak performance and the fact that that is a contract year, so they're really not gonna keep him. So they're gonna get a center. It's either gonna be Al Horford, Hassan Whiteside, or Joakim Noah.
We're talking about Golden State, right?
Yes. So we're gonna see a different Warriors team that has more toughness, which they lacked in the finals since Draymond Green was suspended one game and when Andrew Bogut got injured.
Do you really
for the
want
rest
Al
of the season.
Horford?
Do I want? What do you mean?
Do you really think he could be an answer for Golden State? I don't think his inside.
better than Andrew Bogut.
I mean, yeah, a lot of things. I'm better than Andrew Bogut down low,
You probably actually are better than Andrew Bogut.
but I don't think his defense and toughness is what he brings to Golden State. Now, mind you, I don't know everything in the world about Horford and his play style,
He plays in Atlanta. We don't know him.
but isn't he? If I'm not mistaken, he's a back to the basket, but he's also one that can shoot the jump shot. Am I correct?
Yeah,
But I'm not too sure about his defense.
fits them even more.
It depends.
Him making that jumper fits them even more. But I mean, I'm not saying that's the perfect.
Whiteside is also an unrestricted free agent.
Oh Lord.
And it begins. See, I thought he was restricted, which
Oh
wow.
Lord.
if Hassan
Oh,
Whiteside goes to Golden State back to back, not championships, but appearances. Agree?
They already had back to back
Back to back to back appearances.
They had that without him. But I think that the pick that makes sense for them more is Joakim Noah.
Yeah,
But I hope none of that happens. Coming from a Cavs fan, I hope none of that happens. So
You know what I hope does not happen? If the Washington Wizards give Joakim Noah a max contract, I will flip my wig.
these hot takes gotta stop. You really having hot takes.
I listen to 92.7 all the way to DC and all the way back.
Shout out to Joe Budden.
Joakim Noah is uninspired. John Wall progresses. He continues gets back. Joakim Noah is 31. He averaged 9.8 and 9.6 last year. I do not want him on the team. He cannot shoot free throws. He is a strictly defensive mastermind. I do not want him on the team.
Would you rather have him than Gortat?
I want
Gortat or Joakim Noah. Who you taking?
Gortat's going to be there. There is no he's under contract.
Nene.
Nene can go. I would take Joakim over Nene, but I will not give him a max contract. But then again, anybody gets max contracts these days.
I mean,
because the
I
cap's
don't-
about to go up, so it
That's
doesn't
what
really count.
That was what I was about to say.
It doesn't really count.
I don't understand why these Warriors fans are getting so worked up over a max contract when it's about to get a 30% increase, and there's going to be $35 million for every single team.
But
so
also-
why is it such a big deal? And for a player that when he's healthy, he's one of the best centers in the league.
He's
So-
also a great leader.
yes.
A great leader, very emotional. I would not mind having him on the team, especially in place of Nene Hilario. But I guess I would feel like just the word max contract to me hurts my heart. It just hurts me. Well, maybe I need to
It's a different
sit down
definition now.
Yeah, I maybe need to sit down and come to terms with what a max contract means for Joakim. And then I have to think, can we really go through another season with Nene? No.
Oh my God, bruh. No. You did not just say that.
We getting Nene money. We giving Joakim money.
Stop this. Stop the violence.
You like that, Black?
Anyways.
You like that? Thank you.
Just know the Knicks, if I saw this tweet, well, we all saw this tweet, we sent it to each other. They said if Dwight Howard goes to the Knicks, they're good enough to win the 2011 NBA championship.
Hey, that was a good one. That was a good one.
That's like so
Is it
true,
weird that I
'cause
kind
they're
of
so outdated?
I don't know. I kind of want Dwight Howard, and I don't know if
That's the thing. That's the issue I had with you. You don't want I was about to say Gortat. You don't want Joakim Noah, but you want Dwight Howard.
I mean, it might just be because
Dwight.
Look, everything comes full circle to my hate for certain teams. It
Your
might
emotions be
because
running wild in your head.
Joakim and Jimmy Butler went smack at us in the playoffs the other year, and my boy Nene put Jimmy Butler in that
Jiu-jitsu, man.
that Brazilian headlock. But I don't know. With Dwight, I know he's like an energy vampire. He has no leadership. I just don't know. I just want to. Dwight makes me want to give him a chance.
Because it's because you think he's gonna go back to those Orlando days, and those days are over. He's getting old. He's not getting any younger. He's been having back problems and injury problems ever since he's gotten in the league.
He has a mohawk though. I can connect to him.
He cut it.
Oh, well, Joakim it is.
That's the thing. What is this man is going off today in a bad way.
Hey,
Dwight Howard.
as long as he stay off the weed.
Dwight Howard. I'm not all right. Don't get me wrong. He's still a good player, but I'm talking about your reasoning.
I don't know. If to be completely honest, if I were to sit down and really think about it, I would.
Dwight Howard is probably a good fit for y'all. Actually,
I would take Joakim over Dwight. But the thought I get when I think of Dwight and John Wall, I think of that beautiful 1-to-5 pick and roll. That would just be so beautiful. A 1-to-5 pick and roll, cutting Dwight, throw it up, because John Wall loves to pass the ball. That would be so beautiful. And then let's say it's not there, you dish it to Dwight. Dwight dishes it to Bradley. Bradley knocks down the 3. It could just be so beautiful. It could be so beautiful.
that's what in your mind.
That's wishful thinking.
In your mind, no, it's not even the encore. You're thinking of the final product, but what you're not thinking of is
But you know what I'm really
them
thinking.
being in the locker rooms.
You know what I'm really thinking.
John Wall and Dwight Howard's mental mindset are two totally different things.
I can see them getting into so many fights.
so many fights.
But you know who I want though?
John Wall has stop. I'm keep trying to talk so that you won't say it.
You gonna hear this.
John Wall and Dwight Howard,
I might go to Marcus Cousins. I am buzzed.
Dwight Howard are polar. Dwight Howard and John Wall are polar opposites. That's why I think that it wouldn't work.
Is this a boogie in my nose?
But it might at the same time. So I don't know what will happen.
DeMarcus.
But their mindsets are two totally different things that they would obviously be fighting in the locker room, which is also a traveling problem that Dwight Howard has.
Got a boogie. Scott Brooks.
I forgot he's your coach.
Ted Leonsis.
Who? Oh,
If you're listening.
I thought Wale was the owner.
I'm not gonna laugh. I'm not gonna laugh at that. I'm not gonna laugh at that.
You don't like Whale?
Hey, man, look, trade our next 2 picks in the Nene to Sacramento so we can get Boogie. That's all we got to do.
Hold on. I heard so many things wrong with what you just said.
Let's trade Nene. Few other picks. Let's get Boogie back, baby. Triple B's. Big B's, Boogie.
No.
Yeah, I like that one.
Sacramento, they have the same mindset as New Orleans, as in, we suck, but we ain't going to give you our star player.
Suck, but we're not.
There's no way. We will get that man our whole lives. We will sell our souls to keep him in our
I wanted Drummond
Winningless
too, but
town.
he's a restricted free agent as well.
Drummond's not leaving.
He's not leaving.
Plus, especially since they went to
have
the playoffs the first time in so long.
They kind of have a squad this year.
They have a good team, young team. Even though they got swept by the Cavs, they were close games in all those 4 games. So Drummond likes. I'm assuming Drummond likes where he's at. He's not gonna go anywhere. But free agency, we've seen 2 major moves right now with Serge Ibaka and Victor Oladipo.
Indiana product also came out of
DeMatha, yeah. So him and Katie got that DMV connection.
Question:
OKC.
Is the addition of Victor Oladipo enough to keep Kevin Durant in OKC?
I think so. I think that.
How do you think, if you're KD, how do you view that trade?
I think that he's excited because Victor Oladipo is a monster. Victor Oladipo.
Excuse me.
People talk about that killer instinct. I think he has that. He's a 2-way player. He can score. He can defend, which is what Oklahoma City needs in a shooting guard. And I think that's a good fit. And since Serge Ibaka's role, I'm not saying is because he's still a good player, but Serge Ibaka's role has been diminished in the past 2 years.
All I look at is the decrease.
He's been an outside player, which makes him an outside defender as well.
He moves further and further from the paint.
I think that Victor Oladipo it brings a new it brings a better backcourt, which Oklahoma City
That's what they
is good. It needs.
Well, do you care that Thaddeus Young went to the Pacers?
Yes, I do. The Indiana right now on paper, the Indiana Pacers are the 2nd seed in the East right now. Jeff Teague, Monte Ellis, Paul George, Thaddeus Young, and Ian Mahimi, I think. That's an Eastern Conference Finals team.
The number 2 seed?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're right. No place else I can look.
And Jeff Teague and Paul George, that's a nice duo. Alongside Monte Ellis and I think the bench player, dark skin. His name is George, I think.
Oh, you talking about the new dude?
He's not. Yeah,
I'll look it up for you.
I can't think of his name, but he's also a good addition. So the Indiana Pacers, they have a lot of offensive firepower.
Oh, they also have Miles Turner. I forgot.
Yeah, the sophomore. But
they still have Ty Lawson.
Yeah, but he's not gonna get any minutes. Ty Lawson is kind of washed now. But I like Indiana right now. They're making some moves. They're the most busy team in free agency, which they usually are. When you think of how consistent they are in the past couple of years, Larry Bird's a great. I don't know what he does, but he's great.
Yeah, he's the.
So right now, I would say
/owner.
Right now, I would say Cavs, Pacers. Right now, I don't know what's gonna happen.
I agree.
In the next couple of weeks or next month, but
I agree.
free agency looking lit right now in 1 week. Looking pretty lit.
What do you think about Toronto?
What?
If DeMar DeRozan leaves, are they still
Garbage?
Okay.
Garbage.
I think that DeMar DeRozan leaves, Kyle Lowry goes into depression, eats a lot of ice cream this all season, and gets fat again. He deserves to be. He's supposed to be fat. Everybody, FYI, Kyle Lowry's supposed to be fat. I hate him too.
Kyle Lowry's better when he's fat. I like Fat Lowry.
I like Fat Lowry though because we used to beat him a lot.
But
he lost weight and started whooping my
I think that DeMar DeRozan will leave.
I think he's going to LA. I don't know how true it is, but from what I've heard, it's already basically a done deal.
From where?
This came out back when they were in the midst of the playoffs. From LA, always wanted to play for LA. I heard that he wants to be there. Inside sources, outside sources.
Oh, he probably will play there.
I heard he wants to be in LA.
He probably will. Good for him.
I think he's leaving. I think he's going to Los Angeles.
Good for him. Bad for the East. Lose some more talent.
Literally. That's why I'm saying this is all Adam Silver's plan to send KD home.
No.
Long story short, baby.
Jesus Christ.
All we got to do?
Jesus Christ.
Look, I just can't do another year with Nene. I've been thinking about that for the past 14 minutes.
You don't like Nene?
Rather whip. You don't like that one?
Moving on.
You don't gotta like it.
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
We're back?
Yes.
Oh, we already talked about
We are back with the parade. 1.3 million fans.
Has never been seen in Cleveland ever.
The population in Cleveland is 400,000. There's 1.3 million people in
Are
Cleveland.
we really talking about the parade right now?
Yes, because it's my team. We won the championship, and we got to have parade because we celebrate because we never did it in 52 years. And I seem to believe in the 30 for 30, and they're going to update it in about a couple of days. So I'm excited for Cleveland. We're looking up.
The question everybody wants to know. To be completely honest, this is the question everybody has. Is J.R. Smith going to put a shirt back on?
I knew you were going to say that. He already put it on.
I was hoping he was going to go shirtless until training camp.
There was a golf event yesterday. He, of course,
what a cop out.
Yeah, he had a polo on. Did you see the video of President Obama? He called Coach Lou and he was like, hey, you tell JR to put a shirt on, man. He can't go around and put a shirt on like
You
that.
kind of sound like Obama. My fellow Americans.
So I'm so happy for us. We was looking too lit. Somebody got shot, so that's good.
Whoa! Sir! Put the gun down!
Andrew's views does not reflect Uncapped views. We apologize.
Any views and opinions of this do not directly affect Kennard's production.
It was very fun. I'm glad for us. Did you see LeBron's speech?
No, I purposely didn't watch it.
Did you? He cursed so many times.
I think I just heard.
I gotta show you that.
I heard he's coming back. Basically, what
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
I never had a doubt.
Yeah,
Never
he
had a
said.
doubt.
Let me pull up the quote because I tweeted it because I'm so happy because I'm sick and tired of everybody talking about LeBron gonna leave the next year. Which, like, why would you get a championship and then leave the next year?
This is not 2K, people.
I think sometimes I really think that these reporters and stuff, I think that they just be bored. So they just be like,
Nothing to
hey,
talk about.
what if?
Hey, don't talk about the media. I am a part of the media, okay?
I want to be the part of media, but I'm just talking about them. I can talk about them. But where is that quote? LeBron's not leaving. Where is that quote?
In the meantime, while Andrew is seriously scrolling through
I really am because it
iPhone
means a lot
6.
to me, man. All right, here, I found it. Shut up. He said, I love it here. I love being here. I love my teammates. I've got no plans to go nowhere at this point. King James version. So, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what's going to happen, injuries, trades, whatever going to happen. But I know that for the next couple years, LeBron James is going to be a Cleveland Cavalier. And that's about it. He had an amazing speech. But what I am kind of scared of, that gives me a little bit of doubt of him leaving, is his relationship towards Dan Gilbert.
Do you really question his relationship with Dan?
It's terrible.
I mean, I know they don't like each other, but is that your reason that you think he's going to leave Cleveland? I think at this point in his career, he's mature. He's older.
I mean, I don't think he's going to leave. But I'm saying
it's about Cleveland and him, and forget about who Dan Gilbert thinks he is. I'm here now. As long as Dan Gilbert keeps bringing in the pieces he wants to, keeps that money coming, and
Dan Gilbert isn't doing it. David Griffin is.
And as long as he's doing that, he could care less what Dan Gilbert is doing. That's why he came back. He don't care about this is about Cleveland, him, the people, the team. It has nothing to do with Dan Gilbert. He could care less. That's how I feel. That's how he probably feels too.
That's what I'm saying. I think if there was any doubt in my mind,
any shadow of a doubt,
it
would probably be because of Dan. But at this point, LeBron's probably over that.
Yep. In other news, we found out Kyrie's a blood. Or should I say Kyrie Irving?
I refuse to talk about gang-affiliated relationships on this show.
I will. On Big B's, I swear I love y'all, man. Man, I love, like, can I just talk about how much
What is a
I
Kyrie
love my
appreciation
squad?
tweet?
Now, this is a Cleveland, Ohio. For the record, I went to
know.
my freshman year. I went to the University of Akron. I've been to Cleveland multiple times. You know, it's really a religion about Cleveland sport. Like when I say this is a sports town, it's a sports town. Like I've never seen anything like. That's why now we're getting exposed to what Cleveland really is for their fans since we're winning and how crazy we are. Like it's crazy.
DC's not a sports town?
I didn't say they weren't.
Oh, you said it like we didn't know. Well, I know.
Are they?
DC is a sports town.
For the Redskins, but the Wizards don't get any support for real.
No, they don't, because it's been such a long time since they've really been successful.
Actually, they are. Just not the Wizards.
Yeah, it's more
every sport except for the Wizards.
Redskins, Nationals, Capitals. The Wizards were on the road to being that, but if you think about it, even when they were in the playoffs, they still had low ratings.
Yeah.
So
nobody even cared.
Nobody really cared. It has to be a habit. It can't just be a once in a lifetime thing.
Well, like I said, I'm so happy for Cleveland. I hope, and I don't understand why people think that since we got one, we're okay. We could just never win. We could just wait another 52 years. I want some more. I want about 2 more. I'll be fine with.
Well,
2
according to RG3,
the
Cleveland curse is dead, and is a championship coming to Cleveland in the NFL?
If the Browns win the Super Bowl next year,
do you see my face? I'm pretty sure the viewers can feel my face expression right now.
They don't got Johnny Manziel. They got RG3, and they got the dude.
Yeah,
hey,
there we go.
dude.
There you go. Try it.
Dude,
think about
he played with the Browns, of course, and
the dude that he did what with the ball? He carried it or he caught it?
He scored and stopped people from scoring.
The last Brown that had a name was Gordon, and he could not stay off the Weeeeeda. If he was there. No. I'm sorry.
Finish your sentence.
Why I close my eyes like this is fathomable?
If he was there, Cleveland will be champions.
No. Even if he was there.
The greatness of LeBron spreads.
Only way they could possibly go to the championship is LeBron suits up himself and goes out there.
He just sprinkles his greatness on the Cleveland Browns field.
Bro. I don't know why I was even thinking about that.
And then on the Cleveland Indians field. And we'll be good.
No.
Keep in mind, I don't know what I just saw.
Handed us
I don't even know what I just saw.
Cellular device.
We're not even gonna,
foolishness.
I'm not even gonna talk about what I just saw. Just know Kanye be lit. We're gonna talk. It's gonna be all around Twitter. It's on Tidal. Just know Kanye be lit. Very lit.
Extremely lit.
So what else happened?
We've pretty much talked about everything in the NBA.
You want to talk about Steph Curry?
What about him?
We didn't really talk about him. Like, what's next for him? Actually,
I think he'll be fine.
He'll be all right.
He'll be all right.
Do you think he's going to be a 3-time MVP?
I do not.
You don't?
I don't know who the MVP...
No, I want a prediction.
Who's my MVP for next year?
Yep.
Jesus.
We did Super Bowl predictions the first episode.
It's like, this is all my fault.
Did training camp start? Like,
oh wow. I might give it back to Steph. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the safe pick and say that. Nah, I have no clue.
I have a pick.
LeBron.
Nope. Kevin Durant will get a second MVP.
I was gonna say that, but I was gonna say it depends on if he stays or goes. But then I was gonna go with the same pick like Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard's never gonna get an MVP.
But his offensive output and his boringness is not enough to be the most valuable player.
Kawhi Leonard's never going MVP. How you gonna be on MVP? You ain't on baller alert.
Are we really talking about baller alert right now?
Like, think of all the MVPs. Think of all the greats.
All these young bloods.
This man ain't on World Star. He ain't
talking about these social media.
He ain't got no baby mama yet.
Congratulations, Kawhi Leonard.
No.
Buck the trend.
Get one.
No.
Get one.
Stay away from the woman.
Watch. He get a shape up, a clean cut.
If he gets a shape up and a clean cut, he's the MVP of the league.
He gets a part.
If he gets a part, he's the MVP.
A Drake part.
Actually, you know what? I got a prediction for MVP. Paul George.
And that's Uncapped, ladies and gentlemen. We just ended the show. because he said some foolishness,
How's that
some
foolishness?
jib jab. Paul George being MVP.
Hey, it's possible.
It's not gonna happen.
I think it might, but you never know. This show is full of jib jab and random facts about nothing.
So
We covered the NBA, we covered the free agency. Talked a little bit about NFL, not really, because of course there's no NHL. Do you care to talk about it? The NHL draft is tonight. Yeah, woo!
yeah, we really gotta
Yeah.
So
Capitals got the 26th pick.
I'm hungry. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Had a long day at work.
No, bro. All right, let's talk about North Point High School.
No.
Hey, breaking news, y'all. Jimmy Butler just accepted the job at Kentucky.
Can you please end this show? Please. I'm sick of this.
Hey, it's like now. But for real, it's been an honor, Drew, to talk with you.
You alright. I talk to you every day.
It's like a la la.
I talk to you every day. See, the funny thing about this podcast is
We literally have these conversations.
We have
it's like times a day.
it's like we have these pre-topic segments, whatever, before we
That's our pre-production. We just talk about it all week.
we talk about it in the group chat. We talk about it on we put Xbox. We talk about it on Xbox. We just
If you ever want that work on Xbox,
This
add
is
me,
just-
mail space, please. I just made a new My Player. It is Drake. I used to be a Manute Bowl. If you want a bucket put on you, come get it.
this is just a regular conversation. Me and
And Elijah, stop talking about LeBron. Stop talking about the Cavs like that's your team. We all know you hop from 1 to 1. You smuggled it, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I think we're getting a little bit too personal.
No, we're gonna get personal.
Eli is one of our friends. He might be a guest one of these episodes.
He will never be a guest on my show. This is my show. He needs to stay off the Weeeeeda.
Correction, this is our show. And he might
Like
get on-
Stephen A. Smith said, this is my show now.
And also, shout out to Ty. 19th birthday.
Hey, shout out to my boy
Shout out to
Ty,
Ty.
man. Hey, look, Ty.
Tyrone Craven.
I know you ain't listened to the first
He's
episode.
a point guard at Wesley.
Because you're not really like a good friend like Fleek though. But like, happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday, fool. Love you.
All right, signing off. It's Q and Drew.
Yeah.
Uncapped, season 1, episode 2.
I wonder what this time is gonna be.
Oh, I got you. I already know.
Is it gonna be shoot the gorilla?
No,
Part
we
two?
already did that.
Shoot the crocodile.
No.
No.
No, we could.
Ah,
I got
thank
the
you.
Birdman.
There you go.
He got the Birdman rubbing
like
his
it.
hands.
But like I said, man, we're on a new schedule now since we got our producer back. We will be releasing a podcast every Saturday on SoundCloud.com/The Uncapped.
Again, that's soundcloud.com/The Uncapped.
And yeah,
We just made a commercial, so
anybody selling an iPhone, I need one. I don't have a phone, so just.
thank you, everybody.
But until next time, this your boy Q signing out and my co-host
Drew.
and we out this piece.
Thank you.
Deuces.
Thank you.
666.